do remember back to my presidency, there was a big rift on the board between the kilts and no kilt. And Doc LaMar was very into the whole history. He's always been kind of a historian. He's very good at that. Does a ton of research. And he wanted to bring up at the meeting to talk about kilts okay to wear in the parade. And of course, Mike Neal, General Neal, saying it's green jacket, dark pants, tie, white shirt, and that's how we do it. And your give a shit hat and your shillelagh, and then we're good to go. So that it became kind of a thing where it was trying to decide if kilts were Irish or not Irish, right? So between Mike Neal and Chuck Fox, Chuck was the put a Cork in it editor that we all had to answer to for our monthly reports, and I'll get into that in a minute because it's another great story. But he says, so Doc wants to have the big showdown. He says, Tim, can you make some time? I'll put you on the agenda, Doc. You can come in with everything you need and try to convince, I don't know if it was Leo as much, but he was just arguing to be arguing. Leo just does that. It's hilarious. But Neil was against it. Chuck Fox was against it. And Chuck was going to be the champion of the no-kilt people. And Doc was the champion of the kilters. And honestly, I could give a damn. If like I think I was telling you, Mark, you could show up at the parade in a string green bikini and a tie and some big old shamrock glasses. I didn't give a damn. But it became so funny because in a couple of the meetings, there was supposed to be a big showdown between Doc and Chuck. And so Chuck called me a day before and he goes, I can't make the meeting, so you got to put this off, right? And I go, Chuck. He goes, yeah, I'm just going to shelve him for another meeting. So we come in. Doc's been there early. He's got the projector, the screen going. And oh my God, I had to sit there and say, I'm sorry, Chuck's not here to rebut and bring his side, so we're going to table this to the next meeting. God, I can't believe it. I thought Doc was so pissed. And the funny thing is that I wasn't, because I didn't care, right? So if Chuck wasn't going to be there for the rebuttal, then there's no reason to have the vote between the two, because Mike Neal was going to just scream and yell, but Chuck had all the facts, right? But in truth, Doc had all the facts. He had everything down. God, that was so much fun. So I think it went every other month that Chuck didn't show up when Doc was ready, and I think we had 2 of those. I think they went to shelved, and those are the things that I drive home and just kind of chuckle about, because I thought that some guys get so serious about stuff, right, that didn't really mean anything, and but it meant a lot to them. And the fact that I didn't say no, you can't. I just said the rebut's not here, so you can't present today. God, it was so